Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, SquareWave 2. Today I'd like to talk about one of my favorite subjects, technology. Technology is a word we use all the time, we hear it every day, but what does it actually mean? What is the dictionary definition of technology? Well, it turns out that technology is applied science. It is science applied to accomplish some specific task, to build something, to make something, to explore something. For instance, the exploration of our solar system, making new, safer automobiles, making new and more effective medications. These are all examples of applied science or technology. But is technology always such a good thing? Is it always beneficial? No, I'm afraid it is not. The COVID-19 pandemic we are now suffering from is a direct result of technology. The technology of international aircraft travel has made the pandemic not only possible, but absolutely inevitable. Wouldn't it be nice if a virus which began in China could remain in China? No such luck. I have seen a lot of technological advances in my 76 years here on this planet. Beginning in 1950 with the television set. My family was the first one on our block to get a television set. It was a big, bulky, heavy piece of furniture, not very attractive, but the viewing screen was only about this big, and it had a very unpleasant green tint to it. Up on top of the television set was the antenna. We called them rabbit ears. My dad was always moving the antenna around to try to get a perfect picture, which never happened, of course. During the day, whenever you turned the set on, all you could see was a test pattern, which is a picture of an American Indian, a headshot of an American Indian. That was a test pattern, and that's all you could see until late in the afternoon when the programs began. And the programs were very sparse in those days. I had two favorite programs. One was Space Patrol with Commander Buzz Corey. That was a precursor to Star Trek. And the other one was a puppet show called Beanie and Cecil. And Cecil, believe it or not, was a seasick sea serpent. Television seemed like some kind of miracle to most people. It was truly amazing. People couldn't imagine how a motion picture with accompanying sound could be transmitted through thin air to distant locations. A little bit later, of course, color television came on the scene, and we all thought this was wonderful, but it had nowhere near the impact that the first TV did with the little green screen. We were beginning to take technology for granted. Nowadays, of course, we receive our television signal from a satellite, an orbiting satellite, actually a synchronous satellite in outer space. That's where we get our television signal. And people are not too impressed by this. They say, well, that just makes sense to use an orbiting satellite to broadcast TV signals. We were indeed becoming blasé. Similar to the impact of the television in the 1940s and 50s was the invention of the phonograph in 1877 by Thomas Edison. Can you imagine the thrill of hearing a recognizable human voice coming out of a machine in those days? It must have seemed like some sort of miracle to people who were still relying on the horse and buggy for transportation. Edison was once asked where he got his fantastic ideas, and he had a profound answer. Edison said, "Ideas are in the air." Of course, he knew there were more than ideas in the air. There were laws and principles which made his machine work. The laws and principles necessary to make a phonograph were not invented by Mr. Edison. They were discovered by Mr. Edison and put to use in his machine. The laws and principles of physics, mathematics, electronics, etc. have always existed independent of a creator. They are truly eternal. No inventor was required. For instance, the principles and laws of radio transmission, they were just as valid back when the Big Bang created the universe as they are today, will be tomorrow, and forever. This is very obvious to those of us who do not believe in a divine creator. All technology depends upon universal, eternal principles and laws. How many of these are still waiting to be discovered and turned into fantastic inventions? Nothing we can imagine today will be totally outside of the realm of possibility tomorrow. How about, for instance, taking an individual's consciousness, personality, and all memories, transferring them to a hard drive, a sentient hard drive, with an instinct for self-preservation? Sound impossible? Sound fantastic? Well, no more impossible or fantastic than a talking machine sounded to people of the 1800s. You see, with technology, the sky is the limit. First of all, I would like to thank all my subscribers for their interest in my videos and their very useful comments. I really appreciate them. Thank you. And remember, in the coming months, to continue with the COVID-19 precautionary measures that we have in place right now. I know they're not especially fun, they're highly inconvenient, but remember, a case of the coronavirus would be infinitely more inconvenient. So be patient, stay calm, stay inside, and wait for the all clear. It is coming. Well, everybody, I wish you good luck and stay well.